Dog House.
Stewart Media and Entertainment presents the Two Live Stews Experience. This right here, this ain't your ordinary-ish.
Two Live Stews Experience. Ryan Stewart, Doug Stewart. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yes, we are back. What up to the Qs?
Do not let anyone confuse you. The Two Live Stews started this shit. The Two Live Stews Experience, shouty. If you're not stewing, what the hell are you doing?
And we've got to thank God every minute of every day. Good morning, world. Good morning, world. Thank you for joining your boys, the Two Live Stews. He's Doug Stewart. I'm Ryan Stewart, and we are the Two Live Stews, and this is your Two Live Stews Experience. So good morning. Speaking of good morning, man. Good morning to Fly Tie. Good morning to John Dingle. Good morning
What up,
to
cuzzo?
the beautiful Capella. And happy birthday, not happy birthday, but honorable mention, the microwave. We appreciate your microwave. Good morning to you too, sir. Good morning, Dougie Stu. How are you?
Why microwave get an honorable mention?
Well,
And not just a shout out.
If you haven't been paying attention, I do that every morning. There's 3 good mornings to the first 3 people in the chat, and then the 4th person in the chat gets an honorable mention. If you hadn't paid attention, I've only done that for over a year now.
Yeah,
but
you're right.
I understand. I get it. No worries, man.
First time I really paid attention to that degree, I guess. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, man. Is somebody calling you because your phone sounds hollow, or is it my phone that sounds hollow?
Do I sound good, Tree? Tree, do I sound all right?
Okay.
I sound fine.
Okay. I have a question for you, sir, before we get started.
Damn, questions already?
What's the biggest thing you've done? You did, not done. What's the biggest thing you did for spring break? Because it's spring break season. You know, a lot of people on spring break now. Some people go on, my kids go on spring break Friday at noon, and they have the whole week off next week. So it's spring break. When you were in high school, what's the biggest thing you did for spring break?
You know what we did? We cut school. We cut school. We went to Myrtle Beach.
Well, no, it's not. You're not cutting school. You're out for spring break. There's a spring break. You don't have to cut school. There is no school.
Why did we? When did we cut school and go to Myrtle Beach? What was that? Because I'm pretty sure y'all did it too.
That was prom. Prom weekend.
My head bad. I don't remember the details of these things, man. What? We didn't really do anything for spring break. I think y'all started that trend of going on trips or something like that. To be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we did it. We didn't have any money. We didn't go anywhere. We sat at home and watched Price is Right.
Sir, my eldest, as a freshman in high school, I drove him to Atlanta yesterday morning. Got him there to the airport at 7:00. Miles is in Ecuador right now.
What?
Miles is at the Galapagos Islands right now.
It's funny you mentioned that, but maybe we need to find a number associated with Ecuador. I was just talking to a lady who told me she lived in Ecuador. She retired and moved to Ecuador because the cost of living over there is like 15% of what it is here.
Right.
She said she has a nice apartment that she spends like $300 a month for in rent.
I gave Miles cash. They said he needed cash. So I gave him cash, small bills, couple of 5s, 100 worth of 10s, 100s and 20s. I gave him cash. And I said, Miles, in Ecuador, this amount of money right here that I'm giving you in the U.S.
It's like 20 grand.
It's about $2,000. Don't get caught slipping, son. You can't have your AirPods in your ears and counting through your money and not paying. You got to pay attention to your surroundings, man. Oh, it's okay, Dad. It's okay. Everything will be fine, Dad. Because he's nonchalant about everything.
Right.
But that dude is at the Galapagos Islands right now. I've never been.
Big Wooly style. Wow.
I've never been.
You did tell him. So were you talking to him in context of letting the natives cheat him out of his money?
Yes.
Because
and getting pickpocketed and getting hustled and just knowing your surroundings. Make sure you're paying attention.
This same lady was saying how nice the people are and it's so beautiful and there's no trouble and they don't have any conflicts and this, that, and the other. But yeah, one thing about I mean, there's scammers and hustlers in every society. So yeah.
Quick story. And it's the two lot students, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, makeup of those students. Thank y'all for joining us, man. Good morning, everybody. Super chatters, thank y'all. We're gonna get to y'all. Oh my gosh.
Oh, by the way,
there were super chatters before we started the damn show. Already giving money. Real quick, we went to Rio, and we were there. We just got there. We couldn't check into the hotel until 3 o'clock. It was like 12. So we're literally on a corner in front of this bodega, eating, drinking, still got our bags and stuff. And when we got there was nobody on this corner, just regular traffic going back and forth. About 10 minutes after we sat down, I noticed there's somewhat of a crowd around us.
Like vultures.
A bunch of people.
Like vultures.
A bunch of people. There's women in sexy clothes walking around. There's a bunch of young kids. And wait a minute. There's kids in the street. They block traffic. And these kids are in the street tumbling and jumping and building pyramids and putting on a show.
Throwing up the bowling pins. Any kids doing that?
We're now with our drinks standing on the curb watching the kids. And it dawned on me.
They're doing this show for y'all.
Set up. I turned around. Bags gone. Bags gone.
Are you serious?
Bags gone. First day, we just got there. Bags gone.
Y'all some damn simps. You hang out with a bunch of simps. How you get your bag stolen in Mexico?
Well, not our luggage, but satchels, carry cases where people's monies, wallets, and stuff were. They left the luggage. So we get hysterical, and just that quick, the crowd is dispersed. Everybody's gone. Like the whole freaking neighborhood is in on it. Okay?
The whole neighborhood was on it.
Out of nowhere, this guy comes out of the store, goes, what happened? And speaking in their language, I could barely understand them. You know what happened? I explained, blah, blah, blah. He goes, oh. And he points. And I turn around, and he said, go to that garbage can. So I go over there, and literally,
your bags are in there.
Everybody's stuff is in that garbage can, and all they took was the cash. No credit cards, no IDs, no nothing. They took the cash out of everybody's stuff and put it back there where we could get it.
See, senor, what's wrong? What happened? You tell them what happened. Oh, they gave you the old one too. The old banana and the tailpipe.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so I didn't tell Miles that story because I didn't want to scare him, but I just wanted to make sure he understood that when you go to these different countries where folks don't have it like you do over here, you can't get caught slipping because they're trying to catch you slipping.
I pride myself and us, I guess, for having some street sense, even though we from the deep country. I can't believe you got like that. Like I'm always on alert when I'm around foreigners and people like that, man, and their land.
I did not get got because I keep my cash and my medicine in a fanny pack under my shirt. Right. Yeah, I've been traveling internationally for a couple decades. You're not gonna catch me slipping ever.
You still rocking the fanny pack, man?
When I travel internationally, yes, it's just easier that way. I can have all my stuff right in front of me where I know where it is and where I have access to it, and people can't get to it. Fanny pack. Yeah. I'm not proud of it, but when I travel, I carry a fanny pack.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay,
no, so that's big, man. Nephew getting to see the world, that's huge. But I don't think that we did anything for spring break but watch, Price is Right and As the World Turns and
spring cleaning. Pumpkin would leave us a list every morning.
That's true. That's right.
Morning, y'all do this.
That's
She'd
right.
leave a list for inside, and Dad would leave a list for outside. Y'all do this outside. Y'all do this inside. Then y'all can have y'all day.
Yeah,
make sure you can skip them before we get home.
Our spring break should have technically been called work break. We didn't. Yeah, we did. I really think y'all started that when you told me that y'all were going on some trip. Where'd y'all go on your spring break? Did y'all go to Myrtle Beach?
We went to Myrtle Beach one year, and one year we went to, was it Daytona maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And when we went, I just thought about it. When we went to Myrtle Beach, it was called Senior Cut Day. And
on Senior Cut Day, y'all went to Bunno Beach. I know because I saw you come at the campus drunk as a freshman. Myrtle Beach is prom
Hey,
weekend.
man, my kids could be watching this, man. Why would you say something like that, man?
Your kids are adults, and I've already told your kids about all this stuff. Trust me, they know. They know. But yeah, man, it was a rough. I was a freshman, and I didn't get the whole spring break thing until I'm not senior cut day thing until I saw you come back to campus, and I was like, wait a minute, why is he leaning like that?
That's not true. God, okay. You be just telling stories, man. Okay. You be telling part of the story.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Right. That's not accurate. Just to throw that out
there. Your senior year, did you not go to Myrtle Beach during the school day? Yes or no?
Yeah, because it was senior class.
Yes.
It was a tradition.
When you returned, did you have some drinks while you were away?
No, I don't remember that. Okay. I think I had sinuses.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, this time of the year, it's a lot of pollen, and I had sinuses.
Right. Okay, man.
My kids watching this, man.
Okay, man. You're right.
So I guess it's kind of one of the interesting stories of the last day or so. Russell Wilson is going to the Giants, man. Now, they already signed Jameis Winston, right?
Jameis Winston, yes.
So
2
they
years,
signed
$8 million for Jameis.
They signed Jameis. They signed Russell. Russell says he's going to start. Giants, a lot of people thought they were going to use I think they got the third pick to draft Shador. Mm-hmm. What do you think about that move if you're a Giants fan or just from a guy that talks about sports a lot?
I almost like Jameis Winston being their starter than I like Russell Wilson being their starter.
What? Why?
I really do. I really do. But, well, if Jameis can find a way to cut down on the interception or two he throws every other game, he'd be a great quarterback. He'd be a great quarterback. Mm-hmm. But I know who he is now, and they know who he is too, which is why they brought in Russell Wilson. Now, that being said, I got two things I want to say on this. A, they should still get their quarterback of the future if he is on the board when they pick.
Because both of them guys super long in the tooth. Right. Yeah, them guys, you can't look past no more than maybe next year, maybe one more year with them guys.
Okay. And B, Russell Wilson talked about being the starter and all this stuff. This job was just literally handed to him. J.J. McCarthy, who everyone knows will be the starting quarterback for Minnesota, when he talked earlier this week, he did not speak as in if he's been confirmed the starter. He said he has to earn it. Whereas Russell comes in and, I'll be starting. I don't like Russell Wilson, man. Mm-hmm. And I hadn't had a problem with him in the past.
Wait a minute. Why would you have a problem with him being confident?
Are you being confident, man, or is that braggadocious? Are you being confident, man, or are you full of yourself?
Yeah,
the kid that didn't play last year that was drafted to be their starting quarterback, everyone in the world knows he will be the starting quarterback, told the world this week he didn't know if he's starting. He's working for it. He didn't want to give it to him. I'm going to earn that spot. Russell comes in 2 hours after getting the gig, after being signed, after Jameis Winston, I'm starting. That's just in my eyes, that's a bad way to start your legacy in New York, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that that's usually the way them other folks look at the situation. I think it's confidence. You call it bragging, I call it confidence. What's that man gonna come on there and say? I want to be the second string quarterback? I'm shooting for second string? He's supposed to say, I want to start. So is it a difference of wanna and gonna? You don't like those two words? Meaning, you're saying he should have said, I want to start, as opposed to I'm going to start. I don't think we were raised like that, though.
Man, if you're in your 15th year, coming off of a season where you did okay, but it's nothing to rave about, I'm not sticking my chest out. Man, if anybody should stick their chest out, it's J.J. McCarthy.
Who should be more confident about you than you?
I understand that. Huh? I understand that.
Let me ask you this: Is Russell Wilson a Hall of Famer? Point blank.
Them people not gonna put Russell in there.
Why not?
I don't think the people like Russell, man. And everybody to a man that's been in the locker room with him talks about how he's not a good locker room guy.
Yeah.
I wasn't in the locker room with him, so I don't know.
That's the rumor. I don't know if you got anybody on. Yeah, I think you do have a
consistent
couple
rumor
people.
from Seattle to Pittsburgh. Now it's a consistent rumor.
Hey, man, he would have been a lock if not for that interception he threw at the end of the game for the Super Bowl. And it's not so much that it was a bad throw or a bad play, is he would have had a second Super Bowl ring. And he would have been locked. The reason why y'all telling me why Eli is going to get into the Hall of Fame is because of these rings.
Right.
Now I think it's kind of like 50-50. Don't forget now, Russ didn't get drafted until the third round. I actually wrote it down. Third round, 75th pick in the draft.
Right. Yep.
I think it was like 2 or 3 days, and Pete Carroll's like, this is our starter.
Yep.
And they already had, who was already started at the time?
They just gave a $10 million guaranteed contract to the kid that was the starter. I can't think of his name now. But Russ came in and took the job in like 4 days, 5 days.
He's definitely alpha male. Take charge kind of guy. And coaches like that though.
Player A. Yeah, I expect to be the starter and come in here and be ready to rock and roll every day. Player B. They haven't told me that I'll be the starter. I'm happy they didn't, because I'm trying to earn every single spot that I get. I'm trying to earn it every single day. Which quarterback would you rather be yours? I'd rather B. Especially if it's not known that I'm the starter or not. I'd rather my quarterback saying B, not A.
Well, they're giving him
I expect to be the starter.
They're giving him $21 million. I think that's assumed.
It's actually $10.5 million that could be escalated to $21 million if he meets certain quotas.
They're giving him $10 million.
Right. For 1 year, giving Jameis 2 years for 8.
Right. Jameis is a backup, though. I don't know, man. I think Russell is fringe Hall of Famer. I don't like I'm not mad at him for being confident that this is my job to lose. Mm-hmm. If they give me $10 million, I think that it's okay for me to assume I'm going to start, guaranteed, and most likely $21 million. I need to see the details of the contract and the offer, but I don't have a problem with it, man.
What do you know? Yet another arrest in Athens down on UGA's campus all around it. We'll talk about that a little bit later. And two greats, man. Some self-proclaimed great has been talking about my self-proclaimed great. So we'll talk about some GOATs in the next segment.
Don't forget, if you're watching the show, today is a Giving Thursday. So at the bottom of the chat to the right, if you're watching the show live, click on the little dollar sign and donate whatever you can, man. A couple of dollars, help us keep the lights on. We got bills on top of bills on top of bills.
When I got into the chat this morning, there was already 3 super chatters, sir. And that was like 6:15, 6:20 this morning. So Thank y'all. Thank y'all
if
very
you're
much.
watching the replay, same thing, look to the bottom of the chat. To the right, you see a heart symbol. Click on the heart symbol, and you can donate after the show is done. The live show is done, all right?
Go Talk up next. Y'all keep it locked to your boys, the 2 Live Stews and the 2 Live Stews Experience.
Are you tired of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, NPE is here to help you reach new heights. Don't settle for sluggish workouts. Unleash your inner athlete with NPE. That's natural performance energy. This is not your ordinary pre-workout supplement. Our clients will tell you NPE also stands for natural power, peak performance. Every workout.
We give you a word of advice. Man, you got to watch what you say when you say it. Because this is what I'm saying. Because you don't know who speaks Spanish. Yo soy cubano, ¿me entiendes? Pero yo soy cubano. Y cuando habla la gente negra, tú hablando de mí también.
I was just saying.
Okay, but I'm just saying, you need to watch what you say.
I was just saying.
Okay, I'm just letting you know though. When you talk about people, especially black people, man, watch what you're saying. I ain't recording you. I'm recording myself. I'm recording you now. I'm recording you now. I'm recording you now. So, you know what, that's what I'm saying. They be talking that shit Spanish, thinking people don't understand their ass. Yo soy cubano. Cuando hablan la mierda de negros, tú hablas de mí también. So when you talk about black folks in Spanish, a bunch of them understand what the fuck you're saying. No, y'all talking that nigga shit Spanish. Yo soy cubano, yo entiendo. Cuando hablas esa mierda de negros, tú hablas de mí también.
Get their ass. I don't want to hear it. Get them.
Hey, man. I love that so much. You know
It's
what
your
I
boys,
live
the Two
for?
Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ron Stewart, the makeup of those stews. This is your Two Live Stews experience. Good morning, everybody. Thank y'all for being here. I got my Arlie Wilson going on.
I just realized that one of the greatest gifts in life is to call out some racist ass Mickey Mickey
I agree, man. I
to
agree,
their
man.
face.
Yes, to their face. Let them know.
So if you
Let 'em know.
A little context surrounding that video, the brother that was talking just now was in, I think he was in like a little bodega, like you called it, a little, corner store or something like that. And he was buying some stuff, and they was, talking in their language, throwing out, calling black people N-word this or whatever, and he could speak Spanish.
Right, he was on it.
Yo, Daryl Gaka, I got your ass. I guess that translates. I got your ass.
Yeah, man.
And the lady immediately knew that the gig was up.
The gig was up.
She immediately
Gig was
knew.
up.
God, this dude speaks Spanish.
Damn. One of them.
I love that, man.
Yeah.
And
Call 'em
y'all
out,
told
man.
me before the show, and I never thought about that. I should have thought about this. But some of these apps, I just downloaded the, what's it called? Google Translate.
Correct.
It actually has a microphone where you a voice. Go ahead.
Hey, man. Welcome to 2025. Are you kidding me? Stop it, Douglas Stewart. Stop it.
So it actually has a voice feature where all you got to do is hit the voice feature and hold the phone up in the air, and it'll be translated into English.
Very simple.
Yeah.
You don't even have to hold it up in the air, sir. You can leave it in your hand down by your side. If somebody's speaking, it's going to grab it and translate it.
I'm going to go in the first store I can find, convenience store I can find with the Asian brothers, and I'm going to let them talk amongst themselves, and I'm going to be recording them, and I'm going to play it back, and it's going to say something about he says his mother probably is this, that, and the other. And I'm going to say, what you say about my mama? What you say about my mama?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I am, whenever I take the wife or take my daughter to get the nails done, I'm sorry, I'm not even going front, to get our nails done, I'll put the phone on the armrest right beside the massage button, and I'll just let it sit there on Google Translate and listen to them talk back and forth.
So have you caught them in something like this dude caught?
I have not.
Okay.
I have not.
Tree says that it's rampant in the salons. Tree, pop on for a second. She says that all the little ladies in the salon, little Asian women.
Absolutely. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Yes.
Good morning.
You get your nails done. What you do today? You get your hair done? You married? They want to know all your business, and then they talk about what your answers are.
In their language.
Yes.
Oh, in their language, yes.
They'll ask you questions. You got job? You working? No.
And then they'll start speaking in their language, clearly talking about you.
Yes.
I don't like
laughing and giggling the whole nine.
While also taking not taking, but they're giving a service. But
and it's expensive these days. I remember I used to go in there for a couple $. Now, if I take the wife and the daughter, it's $100 and change.
100. I got my nails done and my toes and my eyebrows on Tuesday. $118.
Yep.
You could have put that money in a mutual fund and do your nails yourself. It's not that serious. It's almost like those not the nail. I'm sorry. It's almost like those lashes. Like, that's really unnecessary. And the lashes are so out of control right now that it's not even funny, man. It's like big butterflies on some of these women's faces, man. And guess what, ladies? I'm gonna give you a little public service announcement. We don't care. Do you care about lashes, big ass eyelashes?
Nah, man. I'm an ass and titty man.
I think it's too early in the morning. Once again, man, FCC.
Wait,
come
did
on,
I say
man.
something wrong?
I mean, of course. Never mind.
I don't look
man.
at eyelashes and nails. I look at bookies and breast.
Nitro
I
Tuggle.
used to. I'm off these streets now. I used to though.
Yeah, clearly, man. Clearly. All right. So Nitro Tuggle, wide receiver from the Georgia Bulldogs.
Mm-hmm.
It's clocked doing 107 miles per hour in Athens County.
With his girlfriend in the car. Don't forget.
And not
her.
Athens County, and what do they call that county? Clark County. With his girl in the car, 42 miles per hour over the speed limit. You remember what happened after the Bulldogs won their second national championship? A player and like a team assistant were killed in a car crash. Yep. Evidently, this is rampant. The Georgia Bulldog football players like speed. They got a need for speed.
Well, they all drive Dodge Challengers and they got Scat Packs. And in Athens, man,
what's a Scat Pack? What's a Scat Pack?
Well, just when your car makes really loud noises and it's got a ramped up engine.
I hate Scat Packs.
They got Hemis, you know. They got 500 plus horsepower easily. And in Athens, man, I'm sure you've been outside of football, ain't nothing there. And there's a lot of roads. So these kids that are 18, 19, 20 years old with pockets full of money now and these muscle cars,
right? And
these muscle cars, they ain't got nothing to do. In Atlanta, we don't have no roads to be doing 107 miles per hour. We're not speeding around downtown Atlanta. In Athens, they are, man.
I think
it's very dangerous, and they need to do something, man.
These Hellcats, Chargers, they are out of control right now. Let me ask you this. I think I know the answer. And you're watching the 2 Live Stews Experience.
Question.
Did you like punch it when you were in high school, when you first got your license? Did you try to punch it and hit 80, 90, 100 miles per hour? Did you ever do that?
I drove a Ford Explorer, and yes, I drove fast, but I did not have a muscle car. There's no need for me to punch it. I got a 4-door Ford Explorer. Where am I punching it to?
I just
don't punch it. All I'm doing is I'm going to waste a half a gallon of gas because I'm punching it. I did not punch it a lot in college, sir.
People in Atlanta will feel me on this. Like a week ago, I'm on 85 South. And I'm driving.
Dirty? Was you riding dirty?
It's like 9 o'clock.
Was you riding dirty?
What does that mean, riding dirty?
Riding dirty down 85.
No.
Never mind. Never mind.
So I'm coming down 85 South. It's like 8 o'clock at night. And all of a sudden, vroom, 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 like 5 motorcycles all together.
Yep.
In succession past me going, I'm thinking well over 100 miles per hour.
Well, now you asked me about the car. Now, if I was on a motorcycle, yes, I was punching it. If I was on a motorcycle, yes, I was driving 150, 140, easy.
In Moco, in our hometown.
Yes.
Okay. No. Well, I guess my point is I don't think these younger people understand the concept of dying.
I agree.
Because these guys that just passed me in these motorcycles, if last second, which people do all the time, if last second I change lanes, they're dead.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
It's an absolute wrap because I did not see them until they were right beside me, or until I heard their engine and they're literally parallel to me. But I literally could have just moved over to the next lane.
The sound from the pipes are going that way. So, no, you're not going to hear them if they're behind you. But the minute they get beside you, you hear them 1,000 cc's, them 1,300 cc's.
But the minute they get beside me, it's too late if I move over, if I shift lanes.
I agree. I do want to say one thing.
And you're watching 2 Live Stews Experience. Bottom line is, go ahead.
This is the 56-year-old Doug Stewart talking. This is the 51-year-old Ryan Stewart talking. Sir, when we was 17, 16 driving, 18 driving, we too were speeding, but we were just driving a 4-speed, 4-cylinder Ford Ranger. So we couldn't go nowhere. We didn't have a Scat Pack. Our friends that had Mustangs or Camaros or Trans Ams, they were speeding. That's what young people do. That's what young people do.
It's just amazing to me, man, that they don't understand the correlation between. I don't think they understand the correlation between driving on 85 South at 100+ miles per hour and dying and leaving this earth forever. Like, I don't think they respect death. They can't.
Well, I don't think we did either.
No, man.
I remember you. I remember being in the car when you and John, our cousin John, was racing that Malibu he had in the Riviera. I remember.
No, I've never raced anybody, man. You thinking about somebody else? I've never raced anybody. Never.
I was in the car with you on Oakley Road.
Never.
Right after the curve from Ernest Jones's house to the church.
John Rivers, our cousin.
Yes.
No,
yes.
I don't remember that.
Okay, man. All right, you're being holier than thou on air today.
I'm not being holier than thou. I'm trying to understand the rationale.
Right.
I'm trying to understand the rationale that they don't understand that they are gone forever. Meaning, if they have kids, their kids not going to see their father anymore. If their parents aren't going to see them anymore, they're going to be dead. It's going to cause a lot of stress. Dead is dead.
Yep.
And these players in Georgia, they don't. I mean, they need to have an intervention. They need to sit down with somebody as a team and maybe do some scared straight stuff where they show like accident victims and the remains of cars.
They were all in the same locker room when one of the teammates died. They were in the same locker room. They're just young. They can't fathom the depths of life. They don't get it. They're kids.
I think you're giving them an excuse. I think that's a cop-out.
No, I'm not.
I think that's a cop-out. No, they're in college, which means that they have a certain level of aptitude. Okay, they did enough on the SAT to get into college. They are smart.
When you paid for the insurance for an entire home of drivers, you understand the importance of not speeding. You understand the cost analysis of having a heavy foot.
I think
so. You don't do it.
I think this is
when you've been in one or two accidents, when someone hits you and you're in a car trying to figure out how to get out, you see things differently. You lose the urge to slam your foot on the gas pedal. These kids don't have those experiences. They don't get it.
I think this sums it up perfect. And you're watching the Two Live Stews experience. We were from DEZMCM. I don't know how to even pronounce it, bro. He says we were wild too, but not like this.
Well, we didn't have Hellcats that had 700 horsepower. And now Georgia, everybody in the parking lot has a Hellcat or a Challenger with a Hemi in it.
I think
we didn't have that. We had one or two white boys in our school that drove muscle cars. Everybody else drove pickup trucks, and whatever their parents could afford, that was $1,000, sir.
I think you're giving these cats an excuse, man. You're making excuses for them. They got common sense, man. And you know what I think I'm going to do from now on? And you're watching the Two Live Stews experience. I think from now on, I'm going to call the police on them. The guys on the motorcycles, I think from now on, I'm going to call the police because I feel like I'm helping them. I'm doing my civic duty to save their lives, and save their parents and their family grief. I'm going to call the police from now on and give them kind of like the coordinates of where they're going to be at in the next 10 minutes. And I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell from now on, I'm calling 911.
How often have you seen when those motorcycles shoot by you? How often do you see police cars chasing them?
Never.
They
never.
They don't.
And that's my point. This scenario with a bike.
You're wasting the phone call is my point. They're not going to chase those. They can't catch those bikes. They know that. And if those bikes were to hit something, the only people that are probably going to get hurt are the people on the bike. So they don't chase those people. They leave those people alone.
No, I don't believe that.
Okay.
Because they're not only are they risking their lives, but and causing an accident. Like if you run into a motorcycle on the highway, chances are you're probably going to swerve too.
For the record, I have been riding motorcycles on highways in every state I've lived in since I was 21 years old. I got 2 bikes, one in South Carolina, one here in Georgia.
I'm calling
and
the police.
I pulled over twice when with a group of bikers. I pulled over twice when the police hit the lights. I pulled over twice. Both times I pulled over, guess what happened? The police say, hey, man, we wasn't looking for you to stop. Can you slow it down? Why are you doing this? Who's your buddies? If I catch your buddies are in trouble. I've never received a ticket because they look at it like, damn, I didn't believe you were going to stop.
I'm calling the police. I'm serious, man. I'm taking a stand against this because this happens once every 2 or 3 months. Yeah, this exact scenario happens.
There's cars that people are buying on the roads these days that come with more than 800 horsepower. Stock.
That's another thing too.
Stock. No, they hadn't done no engine work. They ain't running no nitrous. No, they bought it off the showroom floor with over 800 horsepower under the hood.
Who's the comedian says I'd be thinking? We used to have on the show all the time. Okay.
George Wallace.
Yep. I'll be thinking, man. If the speed limit is 65 miles per hour, why do they put anything more than 65 miles per hour on the dash?
I've often thought about that myself. I have. But
sounds like a hustle to me.
In places where these cars are made, like in Germany, if you get on the Autobahn, there's no speed limit.
Man, we can regulate that. If we got speed limits, we can regulate. Go ahead.
They don't want it regulated though.
No, but I'm saying then we don't have to ship import their cars.
If nobody was driving 85 in a 65, then the police are not going to get their quota and get their bonus.
That's my point. It's a hustle.
Yeah.
If the speed limit, the maximum speed limit in this country is what, 70 miles per hour? I've never seen anything more than 70.
Yeah, I say 70.
Okay. If the maximum speed limit is 70, why don't you change the cars or even, okay, guess what? What you said, they're shipping cars in with more than that on the dash. Just put a governor on the cars here in this country. Put a governor on it. If the speed limit is 70, how and why should you be able to drive 71? It's a hustle. Not only is it a hustle, but if you can't drive past 70, it's going to save thousands and thousands of lives a year.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat, tell me why, or what's the rationale on why you can go over the speed limit on your cars if you want. It doesn't make sense.
Everybody that got in their Corvette when I was driving, I would look at them and like smile and say, hey, please put your seatbelt on. I mean,
that's not funny, man.
I would go through a set of tires every 2 months, burning that thing down so much. But I was young and dumb. Yeah, I get it now. I don't want that ticket. That ticket's gonna make me spend another $500 a month.
Put a governor on every goddamn car in this country. Save
lives. Up next
lives.
in the Doghouse with your boys, the Two Live Stews. Hollywood Entertainment Report. We'll do birthdays. We'll do stories. We'll see how Arlie's doing. Got a lot of stuff going on. That's right. The Hollywood Report. That's up next. And we'll get to LeBron. We missed that because Doug is on his old man right now. Mad people driving fast.
Yeah, I am, man, because people dying. We had a frat brother die a couple of years ago on a motorcycle. Yep. I don't know the exact details, so I'm not going to comment on it, man, but it's senseless. Yep. It's senseless for you to be on 85 South driving over 100 miles per hour on a motorcycle when you can get clipped very easily. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous.
It's exhilarating, though. Some people have a need for speed. I used to be one of those people. Hey, y'all keep it light, man. Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, Hollywood up next. When you know what to do with what you got, you can do more with it. All right? So shouts out to my man Lavrell as well as the World Changers, making this thing happen and getting it done with your financial needs. All right? The World Changers help empower individuals and communities throughout financial education and implementation. Your agent Lavrell Hawkins has made significant strides in the financial services industry, using his expertise to guide and support others in achieving financial stability as well as success. LaRel uses an holistic approach that addresses the mental, physical, financial, and spiritual aspects of being in a well space and place when it comes to your finances, all right? Y'all give them a call, 919-764-4626. That's 919-764-4626. The World Changes Financials and LaRel are dedicated to empowering you and your communities through financial education and implementation. 919-764-4626. Words to remember from today. I may have to drop a dime on them ninjas.
No, there's no may about it.
Welcome back to
You guys get off my lawn!
Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the Two Line Stews. This is your Two Line Stews experience. Happy to be joined by Arlie Wood. Arlie Michelle is in the building.
For my piece,
Arlie, how are you?
Good morning, gentle people. I know I sound
hey,
nasally.
Arlie.
Sinuses are, y'all, I don't even do sinuses, but I went to run yesterday and I came back in and my everything was just inflamed. I was like, I mean, literally, mucus will run. Let me just say,
You
snot.
sound like any minute something could just start dropping
Run
out your
out
nose.
my
like this.
nose. It is the worst. I was like, I had to tape an audition last night, and the whole time I'm hearing me in the. I said, I know them people gonna think I snort coke, and I couldn't make it stop. I took some medicine, everything, and it's just. I'm like, oh goodness, and you can't walk around like this. You can't see.
What were you about to say, Doug?
yeah, I'm telling on everybody.
But Doug, let me say this.
Just to cement my comments in the last segment. Go ahead.
Doug, I just want to say this. Ernest, y'all know my ex, had a typhoon. That thing ran like a scalded dog, and I'd be back there pushing it. Vroom, vroom. We were young and dumb and stupid. Every truck he had was gonna go fast, and people were like, "Oh, your wife not scared to drive that truck?" No, she over the damn pole positioning out here. So I say that to say, when my son turned around and put one of them loud things and fast something on his car, I could say, I was like, I was literally in the car. And he said, "Mom, come, I'm gonna show you how it go." Me and his godmother, who is my one, we in there and we be like, "Yeah, so," and we just sit there like.
Yeah.
And then when we come to a stop sign, we could talk again because we couldn't do nothing but hold our hearts like, oh my God, my child out here wilding. And guess what I couldn't do? You don't need this truck. Because I said it, and he was like, Mama, didn't you say Dad had a typhoon and you driving it? And so I was like, oh, but that was then.
Yeah.
So
And that's
Arlie, I don't know if you were if you were listening early when we first got on, but Miles is in Ecuador, in the Galapagos Island.
No, indeed.
I texted him a little earlier to
You
ask
let
him what
him
he's
go?
I did. I texted him to ask him what they're doing today. His response: today we're hiking in a cloud forest.
What the hell is that?
I guess it's a forest that's so high it's in the clouds.
That's dope.
Ryan, I can't believe, first of all, I can't believe you let him go. And you're not there with him.
Yeah. No. He's an adventurer. He wants to see the world. Mason is not. Mason's like, nah, I'm good.
Mason like me, Miles like
Mason
you.
is Doug.
Yes. That's exactly right. Mason is
Hey.
like Uncle Doug, and Miles is like his dad. He wants to go. He wants to see the world already. I love it.
What's the mountains in Tennessee?
Right.
Appalachian?
Is it the Smoky Mountains?
The Smokies are the Appalachian.
Smoky Mountains. I mean, there's no real difference between the Smoky Mountains and the mountains in Ecuador.
Something tells me that the pictures from the mountains and the clouds will be a whole lot different.
I can't believe you let him go. If that was Wookie, you wouldn't. She ain't going. Or
I
you
would have been with her. I was, yeah.
Why
I
couldn't
want
you
them to
go?
go.
See, I have an issue with that. You let the boys just do the best you can, but that one you gonna watch her like.
Yeah.
That's so wrong. I'm a boy mom, and I don't think that's right. Y'all with these little girl things, y'all just I don't like it.
Hey,
Anyway,
let's get to your point, Arlie. What you got?
Let's get a report going. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Arlie Michelle, with the Two Live Stews experience and the Arlie Wood report. And we have birthdays. We're going to get to them. It's Mariah. We got to really sing this one. Who's going to sing? Because it's some singers' birthdays today. Who's singing?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Why are you laughing, man? You interrupt me.
You clear your throat like you about to do something, man.
I had to get ready, man. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Y'all should have done a duet. Anyway, it's Mariah Carey, y'all. Double nickels. Mariah with the 5 or 6 octave range. Who doesn't know if she's us, but she is. So happy birthday, Mariah. Singer Halle Bailey. Not Barry, Bailey. 25, the little baby. Let me tell y'all a little story about her. Something came on. I was listening to Chloe and Halle. You know, those are sisters that are Beyonce's. They were under Beyonce's protege. And saw a song. Them little things can sing. They didn't get a lot of radio play, but them little babies can sing.
Doug used to go to 4-H camp with their dad.
Oh, they from the Carolinas?
That's correct.
They're from the next town over.
What's the next
you know what?
town
No,
over?
take that back. I'm not sure where they're from, but their daddy grew up in the next town over from our hometown, and we used to go to summer camp together every summer for like
Can he sing?
5 years. I don't think so.
Them girls.
And there's an interesting story about the dad's name is Doug Bailey.
Oh.
And I told a story before, but our mother was in the clinic. I was born in the clinic, not in a hospital. Our mother was born in Monk's was in Monk's School in the clinic with his mother at the exact same time. I was born like 2 days before him, and his mother named him Douglas Bailey too. My mother seems to think that his mother stole the name from her.
He did.
His name is Douglas Bailey. My name is Douglas Stewart, and I was born earlier, 2 days earlier.
Yeah.
For the record, I love Halle and Chloe. I think they're amazing, and they're representing the crib in a wonderful way. But it wasn't until a couple of days ago that I realized they're fine as hell. There's some grown women now. They ain't little girls no more. They're fine as hell.
They are. But they are. And also, I want to send a shout out to my line sister, Myra Richards Camise. She's her daughter and Doug's youngest are very good friends. This is the one that is at McEachern. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Myra!
Happy birthday, Myra. Happy birthday, girl.
And speaking of which, this weekend they got a track meet at Morehouse.
Really?
In the Tennessee State Lady, what do they call themselves? I can't remember.
They're the Tigers, aren't they? Tennessee.
No, they're the Tigers, but they have a nickname for the track team.
Oh.
But anyway, Kara is running this weekend in ATL, shouting.
Kara.
Yes.
Oh. Is it what day? It's on both days, Saturday and Sunday, or
I think they start Friday, but I don't think her events aren't until Saturday. And she's running in 5 events.
Get it, Kara. Oh.
Yeah. Look at my baby girl.
Hey, take that losing list down. I love my niece, but take that damn losing list down. And we got to talk about. We're having a serious conversation today when it's top 5 time.
I would like to go with some reports. I have 4 things I want to talk about today. I'm going to do a round robin. You all get to pick you pick which one you want. Heart attack. Put it in your mouth.
Put it in your mouth.
Put it in your mouth. Put it in your mouth.
Put it in your mouth.
No. You get. Was it a PR stunt or is it I'm getting sued?
Put it in your mouth.
Y'all not gonna be happy about this. So we hadn't talked about Diddy that wasn't put in my mouth. This one is a Diddy story. We haven't talked about our wonderful Diddy in a long time, but a new lawsuit has emerged with a gentleman that said that Combs sexually assaulted him on the set of a commercial in either 2022 or 2023 in a New York Supreme Court complaint obtained just yesterday. He was supposed to be on this commercial set. He tells this photographer, "Hey, come back here to my trailer, and if you suck it right, you gonna live and have a great photog life. If you do not, then I'm gonna ruin your life." He said he did because he felt coerced and scared, and then Diddy wouldn't let him spit it out once he.
We fell for the okey doke.
Yeah, I didn't know you were talking about that kind of put it in your mouth.
We fell for the okey doke.
I let y'all pick. This is what you pick. I was like, no, listen. I even went back and said, no, listen to the options.
Go ahead, Early.
Apparently, the whole mess. What do y'all think is? Ryan, I'm now agreeing with you. Diddy should have stayed in Thailand or wherever he was.
He's done. And he knows he's done. Yep. And it's been months since we've even brought his name up because he's an afterthought now.
Well, something comes up every other day. I just make it not the news, but this was just like, oh my God. My issue with it is the dude is like, it's either 2022 or 23. And in fairness to the gentleman, he can't go pull the call sheets for the commercials. He can, but honestly, when you have like big celebs that are coming that day, they often exclude them from the call sheet. A call sheet for everybody is the thing that tells you who's on set, what time to come in, what time we're eating lunch, where you're supposed to be, and what day time for hair and makeup, and when you're going on set and all this stuff.
But I'm not trying to victim shame. I would never do that. I'm not saying that this guy is telling the truth or he's lying. But if you were assaulted to the point where you did those deeds, you're not going to remember what year it was, the actual day or date, maybe. But you're not going to remember the year.
Suspect as hell. That's very suspect.
And the fact that he says a John Doe. But the worst part about this, y'all, in the complaint, he said that Diddy told him he couldn't spit it out. He had to swallow it, and he didn't swallow. He said, hold it in your mouth like a squirrel.
You stupid Holly.
I didn't say it. The complaint said it. The complaint said it. And I was like, he put that in the complaint? This is so horrible.
If we had a bigger budget and could pay for more production, and we would definitely play that Nelly right here. Put it in your mouth.
Put it in your mouth.
Classic.
We'll sing it. We'll just sing it.
For the youngins, look up Nelly. I think he spelled it Akinale. Put it in your mouth, and you'll see what I'm talking about. The video.
That's the only dance I seem to know right now. Anyway, so let's.
Diddy stuck his chest out and said, "I'm coming back to fight these charges," and they were like, "Yeah, you should. Yeah, come on back, Mr. Diddy."
But the sad part is people.
We ain't seen Russell in years. We ain't never gonna see Russell Simmons again. Ever. He'll never come set foot in the country again.
Never. He's gonna live over there in Thailand or wherever he is, and he is going to meditate and mess with little 12-year-olds and allegedly. He gonna do whatever he want to do in wherever he is. So yeah, Diddy, another lawsuit. But to Diddy's credit, a lot of the one that the gentleman brought against him initially, Rod Jones, I think his name is, a lot of his case was thrown out the other day. So he is making some waves. Okay, yes, Shedrick, I'm moving on. Okay,
that's not to you, Shed. We appreciate you, player.
Up next, Sexy Red, back in the news. Bless her heart. She has sicked her fans on her children's grandmother. She put a report put on her page with a picture of the grandmother's house and information about, and told the people to go kick in the door to harm Barnes. The lady's name is Sexy Red. Baby's grandmother's 51-year-old Nicole Barnes, the paternal grandmother of one of the rapper's children. She has a son and a daughter. Alleges that Sexy, who is real name is Janae Wary, encouraged her fans to physically assault her. Since the incident, Barnes says she and her family have had to relocate from their Hazelwood home to protect themselves and live in constant fear. So she is suing her for $5 million for over these threatening allegations. But and it's proof that Sexy did it and said it. So I'm not sure how the courts will respond to that, but she should have known better. You know, these fans go crazy for that. She ain't seen the Beehive.
Yeah, that sounds like a threat. That sounds like it is a threat.
It was a threat. She told them to go kick her door in.
Yeah, she's probably gonna get in big trouble for that.
And she put a picture of where the house is. You know, certain people know it. Like, oh, I know this. That's why I'm very careful not to show my house much, because people will be like, I think I know where that is.
Put the picture up of Sexy Red.
They will pull up on you, Ollie. If you show that house, they will pull up on you.
Golly, Sexy Red.
Well, this is one of the better pictures I've seen of her.
I found a better one.
Yeah, typically she looks a hot mess, and she doesn't look as hot of a mess today as she usually does.
Golly.
And I saw her in Jennifer Hudson the other day, and she really looks like nice almost.
What?
I was impressed.
Oh, Lord, Father, help them, Father, please.
Father, help them. I also want to say, welcome back to TD Jakes. He was on the Today Show explaining what really happened in his medical emergency on stage on November 23rd.
He looked like he's down about 150 pounds already, too. Look at that.
Well, he had already lost a significant amount of weight, but it was a heart attack, gentlemen. And I want to send something out there to everybody, women, men, boys, girls, whatever she, he, them. Please go to your doctors, get yourselves checked. I'm sure he had the best doctors, but stress will kill you. And he was saying that he didn't realize he had only half of his heart operating at the time. He said as long as he was standing up, he was fine. But as soon as he sat down and the adrenaline stopped, he could feel something, but he didn't feel any of the normal heart attack symptoms. And he literally had, he said he was complaining on there like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened on stage, blah, blah, blah. And they said, sir, the doctor leaned over to him and said, you had a massive heart attack. Chill out. And so they went and had to clear up the blockage and do all those things. But we are glad to see that he did not because that would have been traumatic if he had died on that stage. Oh my God.
It's hard to believe that man, while giving a sermon, was having a heart attack. And we literally saw it. It's absolutely crazy. A buddy of mine called me about a week ago and we were talking and he said, hey man, did you know that your former coworker at 790, Mike Bell, had heart surgery?
Damn.
Bell had heart surgery, and apparently he had 99% blockage in his heart.
Damn.
And they said if he didn't get there like within the next hour or so, he would have expired.
99%?
99%.
That's everything.
Shit.
Everything.
Yeah.
Y'all get checked out, man. Y'all get
checked out. Y'all start exercising. Y'all need to make sure you're not stressing over stuff. It's gonna happen.
At 45, I told my doctor I was going to start coming twice a year, not just once. So I go every 6 months. I do labs and get checked out every 6 months. And why not? Why not?
If you feel something, especially for women, heart attacks are very different for women. The symptoms are different. Women get like acid reflux, more feelings like that in their chest. I've taken myself to the hospital twice, but it was law school and it had stressed me out so bad that I thought I was dying a couple of times. I can't. I also had some other health challenges that I'm glad I went on to the hospital, but I was like, don't tell my son, I'll be right back. We were at church rehearsing for Easter. I will never forget it. And I was like, I got to go to the hospital. I'll be right back. Okay, don't tell him, he'll be fine. And then I go and I called my mama, like, she was like, please go, because I don't want you somewhere laid up in somewhere and that would be horrible.
Doug, what do you tell me? There's a lot of things we remember about our dad, but do you remember one thing in particular? He never ever wanted to go to the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
He would deal with these pains to the point where he would be moaning and groaning, and my mom would beg him to go to the doctor. He'd be like, "No, I'm fine. It'll pass. But we got to stop doing that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree 100%.
We got to get it checked out.
The doctor. Well, you guys, it sounds like my theme music, so I'll be in the chat with the good people, the Stew Nation.
Good job, Ollie.
You know, there's some history in that.
Yeah, welcome to Arleywood.
Thank you, Ollie. Good job.
There's definitely some history to why we are skeptical of doctors.
Well, I understand that.
Tuskegee experiments and all of that stuff.
Yep.
And then your father or our grandfather don't go because of the Tuskegee experiments, and then his son doesn't go, which is our dad. We see our dad not go, we don't go. Yeah, no, so it's like a domino effect. It's not good, but it's definitely historical. A lot of it is historical.
Him passing at 50 and our grandfather passing at 50, you ain't got to tell me to go. I would go 3 times a year if they would let me.
Yeah.
Up next in the doghouse with your boys, the Two Live Stews. We're going to get to some basketball, y'all. A lot of LeBron talking these streets as he did a big-time interview on yesterday.
And
hour and 15 minutes, but a lot of NBA stories we'll get into.
And we got the next segment. the top 5, man.
Damn right we got a top 5. That's not the next segment, though. That's the segment after the next segment. Next segment, we'll talk about LeBron, and we're going to get to that top 5 because there's some damn things that's going to change.
The next segment is the top 5 as well. Yeah.
For the record, the top 5 is supposed to be at 820, but if y'all want to do it at 8, cool. No problem. No problem. Whatever y'all want to do is cool with me. But some things are going to change when it comes to that top 5. Y'all keep it locked to the stews. You're in the dog pound. Dogs and poodles. It's the Two Live Stews, and we're back. Our debate that started us on radio was the effectiveness of the option. Idiot.
You call your brother idiot? I never call you an idiot.
Dummy. What you did is called hijack the show. I'm done. Doug Stewart and Ryan Stewart streaming live Monday and Thursday at 7 a.m.
That's the number 2 live stews, youtube.com. 2 live stews, youtube.com.
Have you ever been stranded on the side of the road, Ollie?
Yes.
It's not comfortable, is it?
No.
Dogs and poodles, if you find yourself in a jam on the side of the highway, give my folks at Bay 11 Towing a call, 404-770-6949. Again, that's 404-770-6949. Being stranded on the side of the road in Metro Atlanta is very stressful and dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call, whether you're dealing with a flat tire, dead battery, full-on breakdown, or whatever that may have you on the side of the road. Call our folks at Bay 11 Towing, and they will get to you with a competitive rate and quicker than everybody else in town. Again, that's Bay 11 Towing. That number is 404-770-6949.
That's classic. That's classic.
Keep it simple, man. Just put it in your mouth.
That is classic. I can hear that right now in whatever juke joint we was in South Carolina State.
It's your boy, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those dudes. Good morning, y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for being here, especially y'all in the chat. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all. Yeah, that was it. That was it.
Yeah, Nelly. And I don't think I can't name another Nelly song.
No. You can't come that hard and pause. You can't come that hard and think you're going to have, never mind. Never mind. I just can't say it. I just can't say it.
I mean, that might be, if we do, maybe we'll do a top 5 at some point in the biggest one-hit wonders. So, you'd have like Ice Ice Baby.
What's the polka dot guy?
Kwame.
I
can't remember the name of the song. But anyway, Nelly, there's never been probably a bigger one-hit wonder than that. And they didn't play it on the radio, so I don't know how much of a hit it really could be.
Oh, it's a hit. Everybody knows it. It's a hit.
Yeah.
It's a
All
hit.
right. So top 5, man. Let's get the results of the top 5.
Ooh, Microwave reminded me about another one of Akinelli's songs. F
Name
me
what?
for free. F me for free.
First of all, the titles are just too much. I got to go back and listen to F Me for Free.
Okay, go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
All right, so we did the top 5 athletes, up-and-coming athletes, women athletes in honor of Women's History Month the other day. And so we got the results. You can go ahead and talk about it, man.
Thank you for that. I need you to be quiet. Last week's top 5. Tree, please put in the results. Really appreciate this.
I'm sorry. Please stand by. I don't know why I'm having trouble, but just one
because
second.
it's all about sabotaging the top 5 whenever I've got a good top 5 or whenever I'm about to win. It's all about sabotaging the top 5, which is no longer going to happen. Go ahead, Tree. Please post the top 5. Y'all tried to ish me. Y'all tried to ish on me, and the people saw through y'all and voted for me anyway. Post the damn top 5. Look at that. Oh, see, now they want people to see it. Okay, don't worry about it. I won the top 5. That's all that needs to be known. And moving forward, we need to figure out a way where I can post my own list. I need y'all to talk me through how I can post my own list, because I will no longer forward my list to the producer that tells my brother what's on my damn list. We're not doing that no more.
That's not true.
Shut up. We're not doing that no more. The producer told on you and her during the show this morning.
That's not what she did. That's
It
not what
is
she
true.
said. No, it's not.
That's it. Moving forward, I'll figure out a way to post my own top 5
That is
on the
not
show on Mondays.
Tree, don't try to explain to
that's
him. He's
not what
I'll do
happened.
that myself. I'll
That's
do
not
that
what
myself.
I said, and I do apologize. I think you made me really afraid this morning, and I thought I put the poll up. Here it is, landslide. Good job.
Right. Yeah, thank you. Moving forward, when it comes to the top 5, I'll be posting my own top 5.
Well, that's fine.
I have to.
I
have to. We got snitches in here. We got all kind of stuff going on. We got people divulging information to other people about what people are doing and why people are doing it, trying to help people figure out how to win. I'll post my own ish moving forward.
Yeah.
How in the world can I beat the system when the system is rigged against me? I'm doing top 5 versus you and the producer of the show. It's incredible. How did I ever win? For me to have the shut it.
No, but
for me to have the 7 wins that I have right now, it's mind blowing. Because y'all been cheating.
I need to step in right now. What you're having is what we call back home a conniption.
Right.
And you just talked about health. You don't think your blood pressure is spiked now?
My blood pressure gets spiked when I get cheated.
No, calm
That's
down.
when my blood pressure gets spiked.
Just calm down.
My blood pressure spikes when someone openly tries to cheat me.
Nobody's trying to cheat you.
As the producer, I am charged with creating ways to make the show
as the
exciting.
Producer,
I did not give your list away.
With my list.
Nobody gave your list away.
Moving
Stop
forward,
saying that, man.
Moving forward, y'all won't have a damn thing to do with my list. Y'all won't see it until I divulge it on the show. If y'all want a top 5 out of me.
Oh, boy.
Period.
You having a conniption, man.
We got to find a way to even the scales so I can have the same chance to win that you do, you bastard.
And you've been cheating for the last 3 weeks. You started with Arlie as the singer, Arlie as the movie star.
You're the one that's cheating.
All I did was encourage my boss to level up, to play chess. That's it.
Keep on encouraging your boss, but you won't have nothing to do with my list. I went from making my own list to printing my own list to now I got to post my own list so I can have some type of opportunity to win. Shame on y'all. Shame on y'all to take the fun out of something. Shame on y'all.
You have it with a textbook conniption, man.
Right.
For no reason.
Well, I'm a winner that will find ways to win, and I'll keep on winning. Period.
No, you're not. I'm up on you 11-7 right now.
Right.
You're not
and
a winner.
I wonder why. Yeah, when you get my answers, you should be up. I shouldn't have a win.
She never said she gave
the 7
answers.
wins that I have is mind-blowing because I shouldn't have them if you know what I'm saying. You picking through my answers to get better answers.
Okay.
You looking at my honorable mentions.
That's
my honorable mentions don't get posted sometimes.
Tree, don't try. Let's do
right. Y'all do whatever the hell y'all want to do. I'm done with this.
There goes crying Ryan too. Boy.
Why wouldn't I cry when I'm being cheated on my platform? Why wouldn't I cry?
Crying and lying. And you're watching the Two Live Stews experience.
Yeah. The producer told on you and on her this morning.
That's not what happened.
Y'all running a game that I'm not a part of on me. It's over. It's over. It stops now. Let's move on. I'm done. I'm disappointed and I'm done.
Deanna says, why is Ryan upset again? I don't even know at this point.
Shut up. Deanna, I'll tell you why I'm upset. Because we have to turn our top 5s in at 4 o'clock in the morning. Before 4 o'clock. And apparently, Deanna, I found out this morning, when I turned my list in, the producer gives my list to Doug. That allows Doug to look through my list to add his list.
That's not true.
You are a mother.
Moving forward, I'll post my own list. Y'all will not be privy to my information any damn more.
You know what, man? I realize this now, and you're watching the Two Live Stews experience.
I don't care what you realize. It doesn't matter to me. Your thoughts don't matter to me.
You have
simple human. You're a simple human.
You have a history of being the victim, man.
Oh, I am the victim here.
It's on full display right now.
Yeah.
Man,
y'all been cheating me
since you were 7 years old. Right. History.
So you're trying to victim shame me to be acting like a victim when I'm the freaking victim? Are you kidding me? Please. Y'all, I don't have no shorts on. Yeah, okay, never mind. I can't do what I was about to do. Because if I stand up and do the sucking motion, everybody's going to see what I got to suck, and I better not do that.
There's too much talk of sucking this morning, man.
It is. It was a lot of sucking talk.
Mouths, put it in your mouths and sucking. There's too much of that. This is early in the morning, especially.
It is early. Too early for that. I agree.
Golly, man.
All in the green room with boogers dropping out of her nose. There's a lot going on this morning.
I think you do need to check yourself, though, man. I'm just realizing my brother be playing the victim role.
Right. Yeah.
The victim card.
Yeah, man. That's fine, man. Yeah. Well, guess what?
Wait,
I'll be playing the role of victim a whole lot less with the top fives because y'all will not be privy to my information anymore.
Here's a statement from Tree, the producer. He did win. I just created a way for Douglas to level up, and it seems that great mind or big foreheads think alike. This is truth, Tree. Thank you, Tree. You didn't have to do that because at this point, Melvin Echoes. Thank you, Melvin Echoes. At this point, Tree,
Shout out to you, Melvin.
He's out of control.
I'm disappointed.
I'm disappointed. Having a conniption, and there's just no talking to him right now.
I'm disappointed. The deck was stacked against me, and I still got 7 wins. I'm winning despite the machine coming against me.
All right, so listen, man. Lakers win last night over the Indiana Pacers, 120-119. Last second shot by LeBron James, tipping by LeBron James. Austin Reeves had 11 straight points in a big run that they had. They head to Chicago now. I'm happy the Lakers get a win. I think they lost 3 in a row.
It was 3 in a row.
And all of the wins were associated with LeBron James. All of the losses were associated with LeBron James coming back to play. At one point, I'm a resident Laker fan. At one point, I thought that we should try to find a deal for LeBron, man. Because when LeBron wasn't playing, we went on a tear with Luka. Okay? And then LeBron comes back and we start losing. So I don't know, man.
LeBron had no field goals in the first half in yesterday's game, and that hadn't happened to him since 2010. So it's been 15 years since he didn't score a field goal in the first half.
Right.
LeBron went into the final quarter with just 3 points, meaning his streak of 1,282 straight games in double figures was in serious jeopardy, but he turned it on to make sure that did not go away. And not only did he turn it on, he hits the final shot on a beautiful shot that allowed his team to win. Last second, little bunny, he tapped in. He's the best, man. He's simply the best. In today's game, he's the best.
He's pretty good.
And your team is not going to be better without his presence on the floor. They're not.
Yeah, but we kind of got some data that they were very good or they were better. You know, I'm just joking. Let me stop, man. I'm trying to get under your skin even more than I've gotten under your skin this morning.
No, I love LeBron. You can't.
Yeah, we know you love LeBron. We know you love LeBron.
Yep. LeBron, Shaq, Caitlin Clark. They're 3 of my favorites.
What? How you just throw Caitlin Clark in there?
Oh, we're talking about my favorites.
Right.
She's one of them.
Yeah. So yeah, at some point, you're going to start to see a 40-year-old player out there, and it happens slow. And you know what? I'm not even going to say it happens slow. It happens fast. It just seems like Kobe was playing at one level, and usually it's associated with injuries. Kobe tore the Achilles. He was done, came back, took him some time to get back to the level he was. Did that, but just, Father Time is undefeated, as we've said many, many, many times. So,
I don't think the fact that he didn't score a field goal in the first half is a reason to think that he's about to start slowing down. He's averaging 20, 25, 26 freaking points a game at 40 years old.
Yeah.
There's 20 years that don't average 25 points a game.
I'm not wishing this on anybody, on
LeBron. And again, I talked about this on Monday's show, how even though he's a Laker now, how you still low-key hate him. You do.
That's not true. I've never hated LeBron James. I've just told the truth about LeBron James. God, and I keep forgetting to do the little reel on my thoughts about, before the decision and after the decision. I'm going to do that today. As soon as we get off the show today, I'm going to do that today.
He was on Pat McAfee's show yesterday because they played in Indiana last night. Pat McAfee films his show in Indiana. So LeBron was on the show with them, and he stayed for like an hour and a half. I didn't see all of it. I saw some clips. I didn't watch any of it live because I don't watch Pat's show. But a lot of things were said where LeBron is starting to understand that his run is about to end.
Mm-hmm.
He talked a couple of times about how he knows the best of his career is behind him.
Clearly.
Moving forward, that the coast is about to start coming down the hill. He said that. But he also said he's still willing to come in 5 hours before each game to get ready. He's still willing to read the scouting reports. He's still willing to go in the training room for 2 hours after each practice. The game is still his entire life. And while he's willing to have the game as his entire life, he's going to keep doing what he's doing.
Sports and Heels, Tiffany Sports and Heels. Good morning. I see Doug still lying about being on LeBron.
Thank you, Sports and Heels. If you've listened to the show, you know. So I don't even have to argue about that because the majority of y'all in the chat room are P1s from decades ago. So y'all know how much he hated on LeBron. And now he's in his uniform still doing the same thing.
But you know what? That the point y'all trying to make makes my point. I never said a negative sentence against LeBron James until the decision. And that wasn't negative. That was just constructive criticism. Y'all call it hating. It's a big difference. The decision was lame as shit. It was. And it's well, to me and to a lot of people.
I thank him for raising money for the Boys and Girls Club.
Right, but we're not talking about the Boys and Girls Club in this conversation.
That's why he did the decision to raise money for the Boys and Girls Club.
All right, you believe that.
Yeah, well, he did. He did.
Just remembering the whole LeBron talk. Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird are all on record saying they would have never done what LeBron did in that decision thing.
Real quick. One thing on the heels of that comment.
They would never want to go and play with their enemies, their rivals.
All of those guys you just mentioned have one thing in common. They did not score 50,000 freaking points. They can say whatever the hell they want. Who gives a damn?
I'm just trying to.
Yeah, they can keep being the old school stars that they are. There's a current new school star that has scored more points than all of them. Oh, wait. He scored more points than everybody that's ever played the game. Suck it if you don't like him.
All I'm telling you is these are the reasons. This is the reason I believe. This is the reason I believe where you had no one on record saying anything negative about him. And then immediately after this event, the decision, you started to see that. You started to see quote unquote hate, which really isn't hate. It's just opinions.
Well, I don't know how Arlie does this with the glasses with one arm off. It's driving me crazy. But if I take them off, I can't see y'all at all. So
all right. So we got the last 48 coming, which are the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group coming up next.
A lot of people in the chat disappointed about how I've been getting railroaded during the top 5. Thank y'all for your support. I appreciate it. It won't happen anymore.
No one should be disappointed because that's not true.
Yep.
I'm just saving y'all some worry.
Yeah. I don't record the morning meetings. If I did, I would show y'all, but it's okay.
Thank you.
And for the record, I voted for Kara too.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did because I had it on my list. Y'all just didn't talk about that. She was an honorable mention on my list too. But we don't do honorable mentions until you did an honorable mention. Again, Shady Grady. Last 48 up next. Y'all keep it locked to your boys, the Two Live Stews. Good morning.
Are you tired of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, NPE is here to help you reach new heights. Don't settle for sluggish workouts. Unleash your inner athlete with NPE. That's natural performance energy. This is not your ordinary pre-workout supplement. Our clients will tell you NPE also stands for natural power, peak performance. Every workout.
A ninja loves a line dance. We love line dances, man.
Didn't I tell you 3 months ago?
15,000 people out there line dancing, man.
Didn't I tell y'all 3 months ago that the trail ride, boots on the ground experience is about to pop off?
You did. You did.
I can't go anywhere on the interweb and not see one of them trail ride videos.
No, it's beautiful, man.
They're even playing that song on V103.
Yep.
They're playing it on FM stations.
Yep.
Like within the daily schedule that they throw out as far as music on these major FM stations.
Before we go any further and get into the last 48,
I got one thing too.
Okay, go ahead.
You
want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first. You go first.
I want to bring to the table and to the public's eye. I want freedom for Jungle Brother. Jungle Brother's been blocked. He's no longer allowed to vote. Jungle Brother has been trying to figure out what he can do to get able to be in a position to vote again. I want Jungle Brother freed. Jungle Brother is part of the top 5 conspiracy, and I want Jungle Brother freed immediately. He should be able to vote. He should be able to do everything else that all the other listeners could do. Free Jungle Brother. He needs to be freed immediately.
Okay, we can Tree pop on. Tree pop on.
I'm out of here.
Bye.
Tree, what's the reason Jungle Brother? What's the
Okay.
deal with Jungle Brother? Go ahead.
We're gonna say it. And so in 2016, when you and I were doing the other show, the Doug
10 years
Stewart
ago.
show, about
10 years ago.
2015, everyone was like, what's going on with Tree and Charles, and people were sending messages, and I was finding out about people talking about the demise of a marriage, and Jungle was part of that. And Doug, I was upset, and Doug was like, get him out. And then
Wait, I don't remember that.
You told me that I could. I don't want to go
Free
into the
Jungle
details
Brother.
too much, but that's what it was rooted in. A lot of people talking shit, not knowing really what was going on, shouldn't be talking about me, really. And then that was it. And you told me I could put him out, and then
Okay, that sounds
it was just
better.
a series of things. It was not just related to that, but he was just very belligerent. Like, he is a kinder, gentler human now. Not towards me, but he would act up on your show. And one of these dudes would write like a long monolith. Oh God, I can't think of his name. That's what it was rooted in. It was a lot of just acting up. But I have given my email address to Jungle several times, which I have not received any correspondence from him.
I was about to say, okay.
Y'all gonna quit calling Doug and not telling the truth, because one thing I have are receipts.
Thank you, Tree.
Free Jungle Brother. After that soliloquy, free Jungle Brother. A decade, Tree? Come on, a decade.
I was about to say he can get
It was a different show. That was the Doug Stewart show. It's a decade now. Free Jungle Brother.
I was gonna
stop
say
cheating me on the top 5.
I was gonna say we can put it up in front of a review board after 10. The man spent 10 years in exile.
The review board says good. Free Jungle Brother. Let him play.
No, the review boards don't work like that. Hell no. We gotta have a longer, deeper discussion. And as I thought I was gonna forget exactly. Oh no, I know what it was. One of my LBs hit it up and said, Stu, stop being an old man. Don't call the police on them ninjas. I'm gonna say this, man.
Especially the bikers. If you want to call, if the scat packs are dotting through the street, that's different. But when them bikes do it, man.
Not only am I calling the police on them ninjas from now on, I am starting a campaign. Everybody listening to this show right now, if you see a pack of motorcycle riders that pass you doing over 100 miles per hour, okay, call the police. How about that? Save their lives, save other drivers' lives on the road, save their parents and their families' grief and call the police on the motorcycle riders. That's it. I'm not backing off it. I'm in the right. It's the right thing to do to call the police on them. Let them spend a day or two in jail. They'll stop. They'll save their own lives. They'll save their family some grief. Why not? All right, let's get to this. Let's get to this. Last
I got
48.
real quick.
I'm calling the police.
The quarterback that the quarterback that Russell Wilson got benched was Matt Flynn in Seattle. The great Naughty Dread sent that to me earlier. That was the quarterback because Matt Flynn had recently got the job and they gave him like a $10 million signing bonus. It was a crazy deal. And then Russell came along and Pete Carroll saw him and gave Russell the job and they benched Flynn.
Yeah.
Second thing, January 1st, I started working out again. So I take Lion Raw Herbs NPE prior to every workout. Since January 1st, I am down 15 pounds.
How that back feel?
It is the end of March. So, but I'm glad you asked. Doug's question was, how's that back feel? As my weight drops, my back feels better. As my weight drops, my knees feel better. My groin feels better as I'm carrying around less weight. But thanks to Lion Raw Herbs and being back in the gym doing cardio every day, I'm 15 pounds down since the start of 225.
All right. That's great.
Shouts out to you, MPE.
Shouts out MPE.
LionRawHerbs.com. Lion Roar, ROAR, Herbs, HERBS.com. It works. It's a great supplement to help you get through a workout, help your man muscle, your man meat. It's a great supplement.
So improper for this early in the morning. All right, so last 48.
There has been a lot of P9 talk today. There really has been a lot of
the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group in the last 48 hours. Let's go, Tree.
This is tough. I hate him like this. I hate him.
How many Hall of Fame quarterbacks do you see here?
Matt Ryan's going to get in, and I don't think he deserves to get in, but he's going to get in.
You think so?
And I understand.
I don't think it's that clear cut.
Well,
but go ahead.
Them people love him. You know, Big Ben's getting in. He's got 2 Super Bowls. I think Cam should get in, but they'll ignore his numbers. He'll get in year 12, year 15. He won't get in immediately. Eli is definitely getting in. And I say hell no to Phillip Rivers. Hell no. But he may get into.
You know what? The best quarterback in this picture is who? At the height of their career?
Roethlisberger, no question.
Hold on. The best? You think Ben at his best was better than Cam at his best?
I do. He was a better passer than Cam at his best.
Yeah, but Cam was a better runner.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. I wouldn't put in the Hall of Fame. I think the only one that I would put in would be Roethlisberger. If I had my choice, I would put Cam in, but that's probably not going to happen because of the way his career played out.
I hate to do this, man. We got to have a discussion. Sir, I love the mobile quarterback too. I think that opens up offenses. I think that helps teams win. But at the end of the day, you don't want your quarterback taking shots. And he's going to be more effective with more passing yards than rushing yards. So
wait, say the last part again.
He's probably going to be more effective with in excess of passing yards versus rushing yards. Because if he's got 150 yards rushing, that means he's been able to be a target for 150 yards.
No, that's I disagree with that. And this is how this whole show started because of that statement you just made just now and your attitude about how quarterbacks should be.
You can disagree with that, man. But again, when this show started decades ago, my whole thing was I don't want Quincy Carter taking the shots from outside linebackers and defensive ends with the pitch option relationship. You just can't do that because he's going to take a shot that's going to end his career.
That whole mindset is antiquated. Okay. Very much so.
All right.
That's why it's such a big deal that you have all these guys playing in the NFL right now with that skill set.
Yep.
But we could argue about that for hours. Next one, Tree. and you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience.
Sports and Heels. She said this conversation is 20 years old. Thank you, Sports and Heels. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it.
Sports Langtail PH. This is a classic picture, man, from the movie He Got Game. This is Jesus Shuttlesworth, his high school team. Hill Harper, who's now in politics to some degree. Walter McCarty, Kentucky, former Kentucky Wildcat. Ray Allen, obviously the main character. John Wallace. Who'd Wallace play for? Wallace played for Syracuse.
Syracuse.
Right? Yeah.
Syracuse, sir. Syracuse.
And then your own Georgia Tech, Travis Best.
He was a beast. Travis was a beast.
Travis Best played in the NBA for a long time, man.
Like 12, 15 years, man.
He wasn't no big starter and getting a bunch of points or whatever, but Travis Best had a long career in the NBA.
He's a real player, man. Real good guy, too.
I can't remember if we talked about this on the show. I think we did. Do you know that Allen Iverson turned down the role of Jesus Shuttlesworth first?
Golly, AI.
He turned it down.
Oh.
And I can't remember what the reason was why he turned it down. I'll look it up maybe, but
probably was too cool for school. Probably too cool for school. AI was really, really cool, man. He's probably too cool for school.
He was the first person they offered for that spot, for that role. And he was like, nah.
So Evander Holyfield, Hulk Hogan with the grill, AI with Ray Allen.
He got game.
He got game. There's another one that's a big one also. Ja Rule turned down Fast and Furious. Ludacris got it. And that's ultimately the bulk of Ludacris's bread is Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
That franchise has got 10 movies in with an 11th on the way, and Ja Rule turned it down.
I'm trying to think. Did I hear that before? Ja Rule turned down that role at Chris Lover.
He turned that down.
What do they call him? Not Chris Lover. That's his radio name in Atlanta. Ludacris. He turned down the role that Ludacris has in all of them Fast and Furious movies.
Ja Rule was the person that they pitched it to, and he was like, after reading the script, he's like, nah, that's not for me, son.
To quote the great Fred Sanford, dummy.
You big dummy. Yep.
Dummy.
Hey, can I tell a story real quick, man?
You're watching the Two Live Stews Experience.
I know we got to get back to the top 5. But I read in a magazine a long time ago that a lot of black people lose out on opportunities because they don't want to move or they don't want to change their environment. And that makes me really proud of you because you started out in college having to move within a 24 to 48-hour period whenever your boss is called, and you did. You had no problem doing it.
Right.
Which is why you excelled and climbed the ladder the way you did in business. But if you're afraid of change, or you're afraid of moving to a new city, or you don't want to leave the girlfriend that you've had, if you put up those barriers and block yourselves from your blessings, that's what you're going to do. You're going to block your blessings. You got to be willing to go. You got to be willing to experience change in different things sometimes to get to your blessings.
Right. Absolutely. That's well said, sir.
Let's go 48.
Speaking of AI.
Speaking of AI.
Perfect timing. From Will Nunn, rather you like it or not, both of these greats changed the game in their, I guess he meant their own way. Allen Iverson and Michael Vick.
Yep, I agree.
This is why I always say that Michael Vick should get consideration for his input into the way the game is played today. If Michael Vick wasn't successful, first of all, he was the first pick in the draft as a dual threat quarterback. He was pick number 1. If he did not have success, if teams did not see the value of a dual threat quarterback, the experiment would have been over in the NFL.
Agreed.
Now, you got about 15 ninjas that fall in that category in the NFL right now, and it's all because of Vick's success. If he didn't have success, even though he didn't have the success that most people thought he should have because of various reasons, if he didn't get drafted number 1 and didn't have the success, wouldn't put on the cover of Madden, didn't have his own sneakers, wasn't beloved by millions and millions of fans, then the whole experiment of dual threat quarterbacks would have died out. And Allen Iverson is important because Allen Iverson had every ninja in America wearing cornrows.
Changed the culture.
Baggy pants. I think baggy pants, the baggy shorts was popular. You can say with
Fab Five.
Fab Five.
Baggy shorts, yeah.
But I think, I guess, meshing hip-hop culture, because AI came to all of the press conferences in baggy jeans and big Pele jackets and, whatever the case may be, his hip-hop quote-unquote style. And the NBA changed the dress code.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. And the boys from Norfolk.
Yep. A lot of stars out of Norfolk, sir. A lot of stars. A lot of real good players.
Yep. Plaxico, yeah. So that's good stuff. I like that meme. And then I just submitted this one, man, because looking to support Black-owned restaurants and food businesses in Metro Atlanta. Use this running list of cafes, coffee shops, bakeries, full service, and casual spots to support local Black-owned business. There's over a look at the AJC did a look at over 300 Black-owned restaurants and food businesses in Metro Atlanta. This is why I love my city, man.
Yeah, I love the city, man. I love Atlanta, man. I love it. I just love it, man.
This is my 30-year anniversary. Now,
95, you moved down. You did move down 95, huh?
Yeah, 30 years. This is my 30th year in the city, man. And it's been nothing but lovely. This city has shown me nothing but love.
It's a great city, man.
Yeah. And the last one. Can we save this till we come back from the break? Let's do that, because I think we're going to have more discussion on that. And then we're going to get into the chat.
We got to get into the chat.
We've got a lot of chat messages.
Great show, Stu. Salute when you have top 5 snow bunnies in sports. COP 20,000. Wait a minute. What does that 20,000 mean? That's a super. What am I missing? Somebody explain this. What's going on here? This ninja just didn't bless us with 20 grand, did he?
Nah.
If he did, y'all meet me in Magic City for lunch.
No,
I mean, not Magic City.
That's his name, Cop 20,000.
Oh, okay.
That's his username.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you look at the top, they don't have names by the.
No. What is that?
Well, there's no dollar sign in front of it. There's no dollar sign in front of it.
Yeah, there's no dollar sign in front of it.
Yeah, I've never seen this before, though.
You really want to give a brother a heart attack? Fred Sanford up in here. Somebody dropped 20,000 in the chat. I might have the big one for real. I'm coming to join you, Elizabeth.
One of my favorite parts of the show, y'all, is the 2-minute trespass. Keep it locked to your boys. 2 Loud Stews will be back. We got one more last 48. We'll read your chat, and we're going to get into this 2-minute trespass. Y'all keep it locked to the stews.
Pretty young thing. Love and care.
Welcome back to the 2 Loud Stews. It's your boys, Nuck Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews.
And rest in peace, Mike.
That dude was so soulful, man. As a little kid, he was so soulful, man. Golly, I love Mike.
Wow. Rest in peace. Michael Jackson dead.
Look at the great Jungle Brother. Jungle Brother said MJ got bangers. I'm glad you talking that talk, Jungle Brother. T.I. should be a little higher.
Where's J. Cole from? Where's J. Cole from?
I think J. Cole's a northerner, isn't he?
I thought J. Cole was from
J. Cole's he's the New Yorker that doesn't have a car. He doesn't own a car. He rides a bike around New York City, in Manhattan and Brooklyn.
No, I can't.
I don't know. Maybe he's got a crib in down south. I don't know about it. I don't know.
Okay, so J. Cole is from, and you're watching the 2 Loud Stews Experience.
I think Jeezy could have been a little higher on that list too. Trap music, Trap or Die. Man, that's
J. Cole's from North Carolina. Who knew? He's from Fayetteville, North Carolina.
That's great. Then we'll take him. We'll gladly take him.
Okay, so I need to see a tree. So here's what I would do. I would push T.I. I would push T.I. ahead of Scarface at 3. And I would put Ludacris behind T.I. And then I guess J. Cole is great. I really can't tell after that. I would push T.I. further up. The King of the South?
He's the King of the South. He's the King of the South, man. Yeah.
And people sleep on Ludacris because his style is kind of funny and joking but Ludacris can go, man.
Oh yeah, all day. You got a trunk full of music, man.
But Lil Wayne, you can't take away what Lil Wayne has done and achieved and his talent, man. Lil Wayne is like that.
He is.
And you know who else I put a little bit higher too? I think I find a way to put Jeezy a little bit higher too.
Well, now I don't want you bumping Scarface too far from the top. Now he deserves to be up there.
No. I
Okay.
wouldn't put Jeezy ahead of Scarface. I think I put Jeezy like right after.
Lucina got a good point, but I don't think Master P can make this list.
Nah, Master P is just I would put him on the list of moguls.
Agreed. Very good. Very good.
Yeah, I mean, when you talk about all-time greatest hip-hop moguls, it'd be, Russell Simmons, Puffy.
Damn, both of them cats in hiding. Well, not Puffy ain't hiding no more. He's just locked up, but it's wild.
Damn.
That's wild. The first two moguls you mentioned are cats that are either taken down by the man because of actions that they've had or running from the man because of alleged actions that they've had.
Okay, that's the last one, right, Tree? All right, so let's run through these chat messages. We got a lot starred. So there must have been a lot of great conversation in the chat.
Someone was generous enough to remind us this. I think it is Colombian pesos. The COP, I think that's Colombian pesos. I don't remember who said it.
How much?
It's
how
not
much? 20,000 Colombian pesos. How much? $1?
Ryan, you are absolutely correct. In Ecuador, Colombia, you are a millionaire.
So Jay Clyde,
amazing.
Shouts out to Jay Clyde. I know Jay Clyde. He used to listen to our show back in the day, the Doug Stewart Show. He frequents like the Dominican or somewhere a lot. Like I think he has a love acquaintance over there.
If I wasn't married with 3 kids, I would frequent those places too.
It's a time.
Yep.
That's all I
had
got.
by all. Had by all.
Yeah,
I appreciate that though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good morning. Thank you so much for your donations. Provision for the vision. We are so grateful. Till Dog 12. Thank you for your donation. Getting the day started with a gift for the team. This must be one of the 7:01 a.m. Thank you.
Good all. Appreciate it, bro.
Why not 2403? Fresh off, very minor surgery. I need some Stu's craziness. Have a great show, Stu's. That was before Ryan had a meltdown. This is 5:32 a.m. First.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you
Appreciate
for your donation.
Thank you, brother.
Yes. John Dingle, early to rise. Thank you so much. 6:05 a.m. Wow.
That's my classmate.
Y'all are amazing. Is that Usher? Or John Dingle? Is that what he looked like?
He do look like Usher. I'll be damn.
Look like
Usher. He do look like Usher.
Usher's
John
second
Dingle.
cousin, twice removed.
With a wife.
He looked like He looked like the evil Usher.
Good morning to the Stews and the Stew crew and everyone in the chat room. Start the morning off great. I mean, I really love this picture. Thank you.
20,000.
What is
Hey,
it?
man, we appreciate
You got
all
a
of it.
joke?
But 20,000 Colombian pesos equals $4.85.
Don't do that.
Thank you, bro.
People
Thank
give
you.
$4.99. Thank you.
No, thank you.
You
Thank
really
you.
know how to gas a ninja up, though.
I need a gaslighting t-shirt. Arlie, can we get a shirt with fire coming out and him holding a can of gasoline?
We
Like the
appreciate you,
lady
Claire.
in Waiting to Exhale.
We're thankful for it all. Trust me. We're
Yes.
thankful for it all. We need it.
Why not? Fresh off of surgery, giving again. Thank you for your donation. Every generation has wild kids to the older folk. Doug, we are old. They lighten your ass up about that segment.
That's fine.
question.
I embrace
Wait till
it.
we get to it.
Y'all can light me up all y'all
they
want.
went
I
off.
am calling polices going forward.
Don't go to mountains. Call police on people. From Eric David. Thank you for your donation. And still the greatest show for us, by us. Wait. And still the greatest show for us, by us, my ears ever heard.
Thank you, Eric.
Appreciate it.
I love that motorcycle, Eric. I hope it's yours. It's beautiful.
I hope you don't speed down 85 no more because I'm watching.
I know what to get you for Christmas next year. One of those. What are those things called that you can listen to the police reports?
Oh, scanner.
Scanners.
Yeah, that's it.
Get me a
I
scanner.
might not wait. I might not wait until you're
Yes.
till then. I
Get
think
me
I'm
a
gonna buy
scanner.
you one
I
today.
will put it to use.
Tree, you should let them both post their own list. That gets you out of it. No, I am here to do my job. This man is not telling the truth about what happened. We will proceed as we have been. He has
We will
been adding
not be
honorable
proceeding
mentions.
how we have been. We
has
will
been-
not be
Tree.
proceeding how we have been.
Tree,
It will
We
be
don't-
done
the people don't
differently
want this.
starting on Monday.
Read the
people
next
don't
one,
want
Tree.
this.
Let's go. Tree.
Exactly.
Well, I
Thank
don't
you,
give a
why not?
damn what the people want. We will be moving forward differently with my top 5 list starting on Monday.
I don't give.
Next
a
one,
damn
Tree.
what the
Next
people want.
message.
Thank you, Melvin Eccles. Ryan is
What the
the
people
type.
want is for everybody to be fair. That's what the people
Read.
want. For everybody to be
Read.
fair.
Read. Ryan is this type of victim. Ryan is the type of victim treatment that caused you to assault one of my UGA players. You beat
Right.
you.
He's a Bulldog
What?
fan.
Right.
You
Shout
been
out to
fighting?
Melvin Eccles.
What he's referring to is the
Yeah.
legendary. I don't know if legendary
That
is the right
fight.
word. The
Oh,
fight
it's
that
legendary.
the fight that
fight
Ryan
scene.
started against Georgia back in 1992.
Pot
No, not 92. 94.
94.
lion.
Here in Atlanta, and a lot of people would say you started the fight because you thought they were running up the schoolyard, but they would tell you stop it. That's all. You started a melee. You started a melee because they were kicking y'all ass.
How do y'all get my phone number?
At the
Somebody
end of the day,
sent
Doug,
me a text.
that's exactly what happened. Yep. Them sons of bitches was trying to run the score up, and I wasn't standing for it. So I told them in the huddle, I said, look, if they throw one more pass, I'm fighting. Who fighting with me? I made the defensive call.
And you dragging in your teammates into the whole thing.
Shouts out to Melvin Echo.
You should have been a politician.
6949 Bay 11 towing in the ATL. Have a problem with your car, need your car moved. Got some towing needs. Bay 11 towing. Melvin Eccles is our guy. Shouts out to you, Melvin.
Let's keep going.
But be careful on the streets, Melvin, because Darren, Arlie has named you Darren. Darren, Karen, Doug will call the police on your ass.
No, if you're not speeding, going over 100 miles per hour, jeopardizing your life and others, there's no need to worry.
Trying to get to the stranded woman on the road. How about that?
Yeah, you better slow it down.
People delivering babies from Calvin, aka Big Jeff. Thank you for your donation.
Thank you.
They want an update. He wants an update on the shirt.
2 Live Suits t-shirts coming. They're coming. Pause.
The site was supposed to be. We were supposed to be flipping the switch today, and we probably still will. So we'll definitely blast it on. Yeah, we'll definitely blast it on the social media platforms when we do.
I don't know why you can't find it because he pins it. Douglas pins the poll. Thank you for your donation.
Yeah, so he's talking about the poll that we do for the top 5. It's pinned.
It's pinned right now. It's still there.
To the top of the page in the 2 Live Suits Facebook group. All you got to do is look. I think it says featured at the top, and that's where you see where the pinned posts are. Just click on featured.
Thank y'all in the chat room for your support. I really appreciate it.
God. From Loose Neck, established 1973. What up? Doug told Bookman James Evans was fixing appliances in the apartment on Good Times. That's lame, Doug. Tattletaling, snitching.
Yep. Absolutely.
I bet you were doing that shit way back when.
No, the master of tattletaling is to your left.
Yeah,
the
right.
master of tattletaling.
But I'm not the one saying he calling the police on people. It's not me.
Yeah, I am calling the police. Y'all can stop that. My mind is made up. Jay Clyde lives in Columbia now.
Yeah, somebody text me that too.
Grego got our numbers.
How you get my number? Oh, hey, Grego. All the old heads are in here today.
The only person that might be more sickening than Vern from Jersey is Grego. Sickening ass. Lose my number, chump. I'm gonna block him. Why does Grego have our numbers anyway?
I don't know. That is interesting. I won't block you.
He must have won a contest or something that he had to reach out to us.
But he knows people, so stop it.
What's your Mount Rushmore of running backs, Doug?
O.J. Simpson.
Lamont Love, thank you for your donation.
OJ.
What? Oh, O.J. Simpson, Barry Sanders, Walter Payton. Fourth spot I need to think about for a second. But those three definitely. Why?
Well, that was the question that Brother Lamont.
Give me a couple of minutes to give you the last one. But those first three are solid. Who
no
did I
Jim
say?
Brown. No Jim Brown. No Gail Sayre.
I said Walter, right?
You said Walter, Barry,
and OJ.
And OJ.
Yeah, I didn't see Gail Sayers like that.
Okay, I agree with that.
Okay, let me
But
think
did you
about
see
it.
OJ like that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
From my brother, Loud and Wrong, Jungle Brother. Please add this to Ryan's Fight the Power Legal Fund. We will.
Can't wait to see you again, Jungle Brother. Can't wait to see you again. I can't, Jungle Brother. When I saw you at the last tailgate that we did, had you told me you've been on a 10-year hiatus.
You don't live here.
I don't think Jungle
more
Brother.
lies.
You thinking about the wrong person.
Right.
Jungle Brother
Okay.
was not at the tailgate.
Well, for the record, whoever Jungle Brother is, I want him off the ban list.
Yes,
Whoever
sir.
he is, he should be able to vote. He should be able to listen. He should be able to chat.
Hey, listen, while I'm thinking about it, the biggest favor you can do it. We love the money, the donations. Thank you. We appreciate it.
But
No buts. Keep them coming.
keep your butt out of it. Keep them coming.
But something that's almost as important and almost as big is sharing the show. Hit the share button, please. Everybody watching right now, hit the share button. Okay.
I'm glad.
It's important to share, man, but we gotta get this bread too. So yeah, whatever y'all do, don't stop the super chat.
Do you have a plan to go to America's Best today at some point?
I went 3 days ago, and,
Okay.
and she's the lady that broke my damn glasses.
Okay, I'm gonna leave you alone.
My LB pen said, "Look like I've been drinking milk." Talk about the white mustache.
Oh,
Hey man, that's wisdom. That's wisdom.
That's right. You do look like you've been drinking milk.
The hell with your ass. All right, go ahead, Tree.
Oh, God.
embrace it, Doug. This is perfect. Embrace it, Doug. At 57, I peep through blinds, call police, and I love my HOA. I keep 9 and 1 entered on my phone. I'm a homeowner. I'm telling.
Yes,
Ugh.
I'm telling.
Hey, Daryl Berry. Thanks
Appreciate
for
you, Unc.
listening. What's up, Stews and
Hold on,
Cruz
let
been
me
listening?
stop. Let me ask y'all one question.
Question.
The situation I described earlier with motorcycles passing us at 100 miles per hour on 85. You driven on 85. You used to live off 85 1,000 times at
Yeah.
9 o'clock at night.
Mhm.
What percentage chance do you think at some point with that type of behavior, said motorcycle rider is going to die?
But mind
Well, I don't know about dying, but there's a rule of thumb when you ride motorcycles. You have riders that have fallen and riders that will fall.
So at
Period.
some point, they're going to fall.
Yes.
I
Yes.
would say that if you're riding your motorcycle on 85 South on a Friday night, that there's 100% chance at some point you're going to get clipped and you're going to fly up the motorcycle 1,000 feet in the air. And chances at that point is you're going to
Lord.
die.
I mean,
A lot
this
of-
kind of thinking.
A lot of people believe, a lot of riders believe that they ride aggressive so that doesn't happen to them.
Oh, God.
Right.
All right, go ahead,
Too
Tree.
much. Thank you, Daryl Berry. Thanks for being here. What up, Stews and crew? Been listening since XM Radio. A lot of people are finding us. I'm so grateful.
Y'all please pass the word.
All right, let's knock it. Let's knock this out. From Till Dog 12, people don't understand that both Russell and Jameis will keep making that money and going home to sexy black booze.
I've never seen Jameis Winston.
Yeah, I was just about to say, who is
Well,
his?
she's a sexy lady.
Let me
She's a
see.
pretty lady.
From RC, Stephen A. Smith is sounding like a victim, a scorned ex. He can dish it out, but can't take it when folks press him.
It's been a lot.
God damn, Jameis, old lady, fine as hell. Ooh-wee.
Well,
Yep.
I'll have to make sure I have it. From
Alrighty.
RC, they are fickle AF when it comes to putting them ninja quarterbacks in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Microwave.
McNabb is still not in there. You think McNabb should get in there?
Yes.
do?
We had that conversation a couple weeks ago.
We did.
I can't remember who the comparison was, but yeah.
From Microwave, that's me around Spanish people who have no clue my family is from Panama, and I understand what they're saying. Talking about the man.
Mm-hmm.
Doug, this is for you. Talking about we shouldn't be circulating coins on our feet and nails. You can't have crusty, corn-filled feet. That's a deal breaker. Absolutely.
Yeah, but you can do your own feet and nails.
In the air, and you looking at dirty feet because you wanted her to put it in a mutual fund.
Let me do
Not what we're trying to get Arlie to get coins for showing her feet.
Let me. How much you pay for that? How much you pay for you said $108?
118 for the nails, the feet, and the eyes.
I'm gonna do $118 contributed monthly, compounded for 30 years, and I'm gonna tell you how much that number is. Okay, go ahead.
And this is why you could never be my man.
I thought Ollie was gonna pimp collarbones, not feet.
Well, it was feet at first.
Was it feet? Okay, I thought it was collarbones.
She can do both, if you don't mind. Can you do both?
I can do necks. I think I have like a little mole back here.
I can do necks.
So we're not doing feet anymore.
I'm gonna do body parts, elbows, feet. I'm gonna do my Venus. What are those called? Venus dimples. I think they're called Venus dimples.
What's this? Decolletage.
Clavicle. Oh, that right there. I'm gonna do all of that. All of that.
Thank you.
But,
okay, we're gonna knock this down.
Bye-bye.
24. Okay, loose neck. They be talking so soft and sweet, then pull them shoes off, and their entire tone changes. Yes, absolutely. Ryan, if you're only paying $100 for your wife, your bubba, and yourself, that's good. I need to come to Columbus.
It was more than 100.
As soon as y'all take your shoes off, they start talking about your bunions while they take your money. Rel Scott is exactly right. From Ron Lee, big ass eyelashes looking like leaf rakes. Yeah, I'm not into that. I'm not paying for that. He's still adding. From Raymond A. Sutton, I saw a girl eyelashes so big her eyelids were struggling to stay open. Her eyelids were shaking like when you struggle to. You lie. You lie. From Fly Tie, I have a governor, but it's at 150. What's that?
150.
A bike?
He drives a muscle car. He's got a very, very nice Mustang. And he said he does have a governor, but it's governed at 150, not at 70 like Doug wants it.
All right, y'all ready for these numbers? And you're watching the Two Live News Experience.
You are so not fun.
Please.
Go ahead, Doug.
An initial deposit of $1,000, 30 years of growth at a moderate 7% return annually, and monthly you contribute $118. At the end of that 30 years, right when you retire and you need that money, it'd be $145,607.
Okay, let me get this straight.
You should learn to do your own feet and nails when you see that type of money you throwing away. It ain't that big of a difference. You're not going to do it that much worse than them Asian ladies at that spa.
I need somebody to rub on me. Okay, that's number one. I like my legs to be. Anyway, I want to talk to you about that after the show. You said if I give you $1,000 and then pay $100 every month,
$118 over 30 years, $145,607.
Okay,
well,
it's called the miracle of compounding interest.
But the problem that we're dealing with now is that we're in our 50s, so the odds of us getting another 30 years in is,
Yeah, but she could do that for her kids.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true.
Give the money to your kids and create some generational wealth.
I do have all the things, but we'll talk. Courtney Williams, Doug, they went that way, Stewart. Doug, that's a t-shirt. Doug, they went that way, Stewart.
You know what? You put my face on Barney Fife's body.
Doug Adam 12 Stewart.
You damn right. I'm telling on all of them ninjas.
From Courtney Williams, Doug sitting on his porch with a radar gun. That's so lame.
Right.
Oh, we already talked about this. Men, please get that prostate checked. Ain't it about time?
Please.
It was about a year ago when y'all had this conversation.
Call me what you
want. I did my first colonoscopy last year, and the doctor was like, okay, Mr. Stewart, we see you in 5 years. I was like, 5? I'll be back in like 2. He's like, no, Mr. Stewart, no. 5 years. I'm like, no, I think I need to come back before 5. You know what they say about black people, right?
Okay, I'm sorry if we talked about this on the show, but recently had a conversation about the thing that they use to put you under for that colonoscopy is what the doctor was giving Michael Jackson.
That's scary.
Sir, in the colonoscopy, I guess that's what it feels like to be dead. Because literally the doctors, they're giving you the IV or whatever, and they're like, okay, we're about to, and then you're waking up.
That is misinformation. Hold on. I don't need you scaring the people. That has not happened. They gave Michael Jackson, yes, propofol, but they gave him over an amount. You get a small anesthesia-like amount when you go under. I've had multiple colonoscopies, and you get a small amount. Yes, you do go to sleep. They say count backwards from 100, and by the time you get to 98, you're already resting, and you wake up, and all is well with the world. Please don't scare the people.
No, wait, hold on. I'm not scaring the people. Was it not? Is it not the same drug? You called it what?
She said yes. She said yes.
It depends on where you're going.
That's all I said.
Sometimes it's not always the same thing, but it's in that family of drugs. You know how they have different ones. So I will have to give you exactly what they give you for that. I don't, because it could be I can't think of the name.
He overdosed or whatever the hell it was. They gave him too much.
But he kept asking them to give it to him, and it wasn't. Your body can only take so much. That's why the anesthesiologists are taught how to weigh your body and what you need to give you the exact amount that is right for your body weight, because it has a lot to do with your body weight, your blood pressure. All those things are factored in when they give. That's why they stay in there in the operating room with you and do the little thing.
Ollie, did anything you just said contradict what I said?
No, you said they gave Michael Jackson that propofol and we get the same thing. And I want you just to say we didn't get the same. We might have gotten the same drug. He was abusing it. I just want you to make sure that was clear, because it made it sound the way it came across was like we taking propofol.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
he was abusing it because he got too much, evidently, and it killed him. My point is that sleep that you're under when they give you that when you get in your colonoscopy it has to be like when you're dead. That's too strong to be given this dude.
Well, all these points is right. Yeah.
Then
What?
Okay.
What's your point?
Yeah, they're not giving you the amount that Michael Jackson had.
Listening to respond.
I guess what I'm saying is
every time they put anybody under colonoscopy or not, if you ever go to sleep, it's the same stuff, but they're not giving you the amount that Michael Jackson was receiving.
I guess what I'm saying is that drug should not be given to anybody for sleep.
No, it's not for sleep. It's to knock you out so they can operate on you.
Right, but Michael Jackson was using it to sleep.
What happened? We were so
Michael Jackson was using it to sleep. That's it. And what I'm saying is that drug, because we've experienced it before and doing the colonoscopies, should not have been given to someone to sleep. Because that's not really even sleep. You're dead.
So, quick question for you. The next time you go get your colonoscopy, tell the doctor you don't want that medicine.
Right.
You're gonna do your colonoscopy
Yes.
wide
And then
awake.
film it.
Let them dig in your booty. Let them dig in your booty wide awake.
No.
Okay? Take that medicine. Don't take that medicine and let them go exploring in your booty.
No, y'all missing the whole point. Maybe I'm not explaining myself well.
No, you're doing a terrible job.
My point is they shouldn't use that to sleep. I don't think they should use. My point is, I don't think that should have been used to help this man sleep. That's too strong in any regard, is all I'm saying.
I understand.
From Rel Scott, someone called Pumpkin. Ryan is out of control. No, someone called Pumpkin and get both of these ninjas today.
They talk about when he had his meltdown earlier today.
You know what I'm not going to do, Rel? I'm not going to tell them where to find your ties. I'm not going to tell them where to find your ties today. How about that, Rel?
Keith Spellman has something to say. It's a 2 gummy day for crying Ryan. Is clearly.
For the record, I stopped doing the gummies before the show. I don't do the gummies anymore before the show. Yep, I'm off the gummies during the show.
Go ahead,
From Julius 35C, Doug, go sell some life insurance while you call the cops on them.
Absolutely. I should sell their parents some life insurance on them. That's
From
a great
Sydney
idea.
Action Jackson, Jungle, if you want back in, a cash donation may help.
He did.
And sending to the right email.
Jungle brother, you ain't got to send them more money, man. We're going to get you back circulating for free. It's okay, man. It's okay.
From
take care of this,
RC,
Jungle.
as at Microwave said, this needs to be on a t-shirt. Drop a dime, Doug.
Drop a
Yeah.
dime, Doug. He
you
will
remem-
drop a dime on you.
You remember on The Wire? What was the heavyset guy name?
That's a good one. Ollie. Drop a
Propagate,
dime, Doug.
Prop Joe.
Prop Joe.
Prop Joe. Prop
remember,
Joe.
You remember that? You remember that episode where Prop
He
Joe got
was-
on that phone call and called the police, and he changed his voice 3 different times.
I missed
yeah.
that show.
Yeah.
HBO
Yeah.
used to
Great
have
show.
all the good
It's
things.
a great show. Great show.
From Sports and Heels, Men Don't Need Herbs to Lie. She's coming after you did the NPE spot because you had previously been lying up and down. From Jashani, Ja Rule was in the first one. This is some more loud and wrong moments. So apparently Ja Rule was in the first Fast and Furious. He didn't come back for the sequel. Thank you, Jashani.
Well,
Keep us
moral
aligned.
Moral of the story, Jasani, is that the last 10 movies he wasn't paid for. Ludacris was. That's the moral of the story. It's a franchise that's been around for decades, and Ja Rule ain't making a dime. Luda is.
From Rel Scott.
But you're right. You're right though.
From Rel Scott, aligning with all the people that missed out on their opportunities. Doug turned down the 6th spot in New Edition. Thank
That's old
be
news.
to God.
That's old news.
And last but not least, Till Dog 12. Y'all know MJ was talking about a night of smashing in this song. PYT, what is the problem? Thanks.
Brilliant thing. Shout out to you too.
Thanks, you, Tree.
Hey man, everybody in the chat room, thank you all so much. And for all the super chatters, God bless you, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. We're trying to make it happen, man. We're trying to move some barriers and some mountains, trying to figure things out, man. And
Yeah.
that super chat literally really helps us.
It really does. Yeah, it really does. Can't say it
Thank you,
enough.
man. Shouts out to y'all. Y'all have a good, safe weekend in these streets. If you're out there drinking, please be responsible. A+ to Tree. Thank you, Tree. A+ to Arlie. Thank you, Arlie. Naughty Dread. Thank you. A+ to you. The Matt Flynn thing was right on. I don't believe I couldn't think of Matt Flynn, but that was it. Thank you, Naughty. Doug, A+ to you, man. Thank you. I mean, we got to figure out. I need y'all to talk me through posting my own top 5 moving forward, because that's what's going to be done moving forward. I will be posting my own top 5. But other than that, y'all have a great weekend, man. And I do need to remind y'all, God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. If you don't know him and need to find him and show him love, that's all he's showing you. Nothing but love. It's Thursday, man. College basketball's back on. Sweet 16 this weekend. It should be great. You watching games?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
Absolutely.
Well, at the rate we're on now,
you get an A too, man. I don't know
thank you,
why,
man.
but I'm
Thank
giving
you.
you an A. I feel charitable today.
at the rate we're on now, the way the top 5 will be going moving forward, I will be 1 win shy at the end of April. I'll be 1 win shy of becoming y'all's leader in the top 5.
And also, I want y'all to
Shouts out to you, Cara Bear. Love you, girl.
yeah. Y'all get a chance, come to Morehouse this weekend and check out baby girl. This is what I'm gonna do, man. And y'all tell me, post in maybe the group if whether y'all like this or we should shorten it. Call the police on them ninjas. Hashtag call the police on them ninjas. That's the hashtag I'm gonna start posting. Because I want to start a campaign, not just me. I can't do it. But if we get enough people that want to be a part of this hashtag and this movement, we can save lives. That's all I'm saying.
Black people are not finna participate in that,
Oh,
Doug.
yeah, I think people with common sense that want to save lives will want to participate.
Yeah, black people just don't be calling the police, man, because when we call them, they come to our house and they shoot us no matter why we call.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be careful telling ninjas to call the police.
Hashtag call the police on them motorcycle ninjas. I'll clarify. I'm glad you said that. It's too long, but I think we'll work with it.
Hey, man, we see y'all on Monday. Y'all have a great weekend. Be careful in those streets. Peace.
Call the police on them ninjas.
Doug, the police kill more ninjas than motorcycles. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's facts.
Yeah, I'm trying to save lives, though. That's the difference. That's
Right,
the difference.
but unfortunately, they come to our homes and they end up shooting us because we're cooking
yeah,
or sleeping.
yeah, you're right about that.
I mean, you got to be careful. How do we get back to this? I don't know, Dina. God bless you, Dina. Peace, y'all. Y'all have a good weekend.